Hi guys, this is LaChef from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back with this quarterly review video. This is my quarter 2 review, quarter 3 planning video. And like the last one I did this year, this is a face-to-face thing because I think it would be boring for you to be staring at just two spreads the entire time. Quick disclaimer, it's summertime. If you've been following my channel for over a year, you've heard this before, you know the drill, but I know I have new followers and it's hot. I have a fan on. I need it. I'm going to try to go through this relatively quickly because I already started and it didn't save. So bear with me, but let's get started. First off, show you my spread that I unapologetically somewhat copy from the Passion Planner, but also Projo, this mind map for quarter 2, and my first steps, which go into a second or third page, I should say. And so, as always, because I'm a witch and I divide up the year a little bit differently through the holidays and stuff, this quarter 2 span from the spring equinox to our recent summer solstice, and quarter 3 will be from the summer solstice to the autumn equinox. Those dates. Now, as always, I'll go over the 5 areas of life. I kind of break my goals up into following the Lisa Jacobs Your Best Year system, basically. Mental, relational, financial, physical, and spiritual. So we'll start with mental. Reviewing what I accomplished and did not in quarter 2. Reading. So, I don't know how many books I read specifically in quarter 2. But my overall goal for this year on Goodreads was to read 60 books. I do believe I'm at 47 now, so I'm ahead of the game. And I will probably go over 60 books, but that's okay. What helped with this, not that the number is that big of a deal to me, but what helped was the fact that I'm reading romance and like paranormal romance and urban fantasy, which are smaller books. So like mood reading, I do love fantasy and the big chunky high fantasy books, but I do like my comfort reads as well. And there's still like spiritual stuff for paganism and witchcraft, as well as just nonfiction like memoirs, self-help, personal development, and history. So, yeah. I knew reading it's on my overall annual objectives, but it's not a big deal because, or it's not, it's low on the totem pole because I read all the time, but also there's other stuff I want to spend my time on. However, the spring equinox was March 19th, so a couple of weeks into the whole stay-at-home order, and I kind of figured we'd be in that for the majority of, not entirely, and I was correct, of the quarter, that I didn't know how my time would be spent, so I could prioritize reading for this time. Next, new TN covers. TN Traveler's Notebook, which is the format I use for bullet journaling, and this is the one new cover that I made with. And this one is handmade, hand sewn. It's kind of bootleggy, and yes, I absolutely promise that this month, July to 2020, that the making of this cover video will go up. I have it scheduled, so you'll see it soon. Um, if you've been waiting, I know I've said it like the past couple of weeks now, but prioritize other videos first. I wanted to make more, but I cannot find the new sewing needles that I bought for my sewing machine. And I have other material, but they're all like this, which they're former bags, purses that I had, but they're thicker, like leather and pleather. So I don't believe I can hand sew those. So this is why, guys, you should use the things that you buy when you buy them. I don't know where those needles are. They are not with any of the other needle stuff I have. So yeah. Next, new product experiment. So I did. Not the products that I thought I would be working on, but I have tried a couple of things. Some stuff I do need new ingredients for, and that's going to take some time and money that I didn't get, so I put those on the back burner. I also worked on new readings. So my Etsy shop, Scarlet Moon Creations, in the link down in the description, there's a discount code for all of my YouTube people watching. And I make bath and body products, but I also do card readings. Tarot and oracle card readings, and I expanded on those significantly. I still have a couple of more listings to add, so look forward to those. But if you would like a reading, or you'd like a body scrub or bath or body oil, link in the description with that discount code. Next, design new product labels. I didn't work on this at all. That's okay. Next quarter. Then there was the Materia Medica course, which, if you've been following me and watching my vlogs, I know they got kind of long, but I did show you my process of going through that. I completed the course, and that worked out so well. I actually completed that and another course. This one was professional in a different way. The FAU Hospitality and Tourism Management certificate course, and I got a certificate for that. And I'm very proud of myself. So I did 2 courses. I finished 2 courses, I should say. Lastly, in the mental area, I wanted to work on junk journaling. I did not. I should have, but I didn't really look at this after a while. Especially the last month of the quarter, I was like May and June. With the whole Black Lives Matter thing being front and center in the media and in people's minds again, the arguments online, the petitions and protests, and then rioting and racism, all of that, it was a lot. And I could have used the junk journals, but because I was running out of space in my bullet journal notebook that I had, and didn't have the new ones yet. So I was only putting weekly spreads, which don't leave me room to like write my thoughts, and I definitely could have put them in junk journal pages, but that's okay. That's okay. Next category, area of life, relational. Online dating. So I created more profiles, and then, so the problem with this, right, like, I don't have space on my phone for apps. I can't delete what I do have, and I don't know that the apps would work on my phone because it's old, and I don't have the money for a new one right now. The websites, they offer, the chat feature, but a lot of it is you have to pay to do so, and I'm not doing that. for people I don't know yet. Like, ugh. So that's an issue. Um, but we'll see if I can overcome that in the future. But that's like, I hit that wall there. And video chats, I did do a lot of those, and that was more for the people I already know. We knew we were going to be stuck at home. We wanted to connect. This was especially helpful, again, once the protest started and Black Lives Matter was in the forefront of people's minds, whether they were racist or otherwise. And, you know, being able to talk to my fellow black people, whether it's family or friends or covered members, it was very helpful. But even before that, in general, like, my brothers are not here. One's not even in the state. So talking with them was good. And then talking to other family, because we can't go see each other, and friends because we can't physically see each other. It was good. And yeah. Game nights didn't get to. It wasn't a priority. We were fine without playing games. So no big deal. Next area of life, physical. Exercise, which I've been doing more of. Like, it's been slowly ramping up over the course of the quarters. I admit, in like late March, early April, I was barely doing anything, but I've really, really gotten back into yoga. I did a couple of yoga challenges, and that helped. And just like, at minimum, doing the stretching in the morning, sun salutation and moon salutations. And one of my friends runs a business, a training business. Obviously, he can't do that right now, but he's been posting videos on Instagram every day, 3 times a day, the morning stretch, the afternoon workout, and the evening workout. So I've been following some of those to the best of my ability, and that was helpful as well. So check out Work Harder, Train Harder on Instagram. And that is a black-owned business, if that matters. X, declutter. Get rid of the stuff underneath my chair and table in my office space, and I did do that actually, or I cleared it up, consolidated some stuff. There was more I could have done, but it was a start. Lastly, moved the TV and radio. That didn't happen. So next quarter, financial area of life we'll talk about now. First, continue filing taxes. Yes, I did continue, barely, but yes. Expand card readings for sale. So definitely did that. I can do more. I just have to make the listings. So I priced everything out. I think I took most of the pictures I needed to. I just have to make the listings basically on Etsy. So expect more. Update SMC spreadsheet. Yeah, no, I didn't do that. I think I started to, and then something else came up and I focused on that. So finish organizing and labeling pictures. Now I started this and I did a chunk, but not as much as I need to feel like I made much progress. So I'm gonna say I didn't do this, but that's on Flickr. Weddings in Park series. So I wanted to make a kind of blog / Facebook post series of pictures and talk about, you know, what parks and what features in parks will be good for weddings or wedding photography. Because I am a licensed wedding officiant and people do have to keep distance. Also, it's warm weather now, so weddings in parks in New York City is a good idea. I didn't get around to doing this at all, so next time. And remote temp jobs, nothing. I didn't even look. I was so busy working on my Etsy shop, which is okay because I did get sales. Last area of life was spiritual. Create this oracle deck, which I did not work on. Again, not a huge priority. That was okay. Ritual at home. Doing my rituals at home. So I'm in a coven. We usually meet up and do our ritual together, but we've been doing them separately in our own homes, but at the same time. And yeah. And then some other personal rituals I've been doing. So it's worked out pretty well. And outdoor nature walks. I didn't do nearly as much of that as I should have, especially towards the end of the quarter. I don't know. I think I kind of put myself in a box mentally that form of self-care somehow I kept talking myself out of doing. So that's how quarter 2 went. Now my plans for quarter 3, I'll show you my spread real quick, which is only the mind map for now. I have not done the first steps because I really want to get this video up, and that takes a little bit more thought. And writing takes time. But I will do it unlike quarter 1. So my plans for quarter 3. And this is, like I said, this has already started, from the summer solstice, which was the 21st of June, to the autumn equinox, which will be, actually, I believe, September 22nd. Now, so let's start off with relational. So we're going to continue the online dating attempt thing. I thought I would be doing better at this whole dating thing this year. I'm slowly crawling through that. More video chats and check-ins because the world, the country, the state, the city is not completely open. And we can't see as many people as we want, though we can see more people. So still want to keep up with the video chats, particularly with my brother because, like I said, he's not in the state. Social distancing meetups is what I want to add to that. So one of those, my first, will be today probably. I'm gonna go meet up with some friends while they walk their dog in the park and stay 6 feet apart while we see each other and be like, oh my god, you're real. It's been so long since I've seen you in the flesh. So yeah, stuff like that. Let's see. Spiritual rituals at home will continue, and we might start in August coven rituals and outdoors while social distancing. Work on my spiritual journal, my Book of Shadows and Grimoire. I'm doing one book July, as I do every year, this year, currently. And so working on my personal spiritual journal, this pages, the spreads, that is a thing. The Plant Ally Project, which is somewhat tied to the spiritual journal thing. The final information will be made into spreads like I used to do before. And create this oracle deck. I do want to finish that. So I move that here. Physical declutter. Continuing because it's a lot. Exercise outdoors. I don't know exactly if that's a good idea because it is summertime now. We'll see, but exercising continues. Move the TV and radio, please. So yeah, I'm basically just dragging everything from quarter 2 into quarter 3 for this one. Financial, finish organizing the pictures on Flickr. That's the thing. Moved. Taxes, I'm almost done. Everything's due July 15th, so I want to finish by then because I can't second half of my year doing that as well. Update SMC spreadsheet, again pulling that from Q2, and apply for jobs and promote as a wedding officiant. I will start doing that. How? We'll see. Maybe the weddings in the park, but also in other ways. Last area of life is mental, of course. The new product experiments, continue doing that. Beach time. I love the beach. It's one of my favorite places to be. It's a crossroads. It's a place where all four elements meet equally, and I love water. Being in the ocean is like the ultimate. And it's hot. The beaches are open. That's why I was able to put this on here. And I want to go, but I do still want to be socially distant from other people. So it will take more planning and thought than normally for me to go to the beach. New product label designs. I do want to work on that, so I will. And lastly, dedication. So dedication is my word of the year, and it's kind of like what I want to remember. What is the impetus, the force behind life and my goals, and I just want to remember that motivation to be dedicated, and that will help me complete all these other things. So that is my Q2 review, my Q3 plans. How was your Q2? Were you able to accomplish the things that you set out to do? Or do you have things that are like me, running over into Q3? There's nothing wrong with that. And what are your new plans for Q3? Do you reflect on your previous time? I do the monthly reviews as well. One will be coming for June soon, in a couple of weeks. But the quarterly ones I found are helpful as well. So do you review quarterly? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Please like this video. If you liked it, leave me a comment answering one of these questions. Let me know how you've been doing. I know life is so far from normal, and however we come out of this, it will be a new normal. And I think part of this time is being stuck at home or following certain rules is giving us time to adjust our thinking, our mental and emotional space to these huge changes, re-evaluating what's important to us, what is of value, and getting rid of what is no longer serving you. And it's hard. Change is hard, and so it's not going to feel great. Sometimes it will be really painful. I have lost a friend and a family member during this, and living in New York City, I saw a news article that said every New Yorker knows someone who has passed away now from COVID-19, and my personal experience, that is the case. Obviously, I don't know everyone in the city, but yeah. You just hope they're in a better place, and they are not suffering from illness anymore. It's just living on without them that is hard for those of us left behind. But we do have to live on. So how do you plan to live on? How are you dealing with the changes? I hope you are safe. I hope you and your loved ones are healthy. And I hope you're respecting the lives of others around you, whether they are like you or different. And I wish you all the best. If you can't leave a long comment, you can leave me a little heart in the comments to help with me reach other people who might be interested in my content. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.